Hi there everybody, my name's Chris and I'm a former Faculty of Arts student. I just recently graduated in the Environment and Urban Sustainability program. I'll be taking you throughout campus today and I'm going to be talking about some of the different spots that you can expect to see as a Faculty of Arts student. So for stop number 1, we are at the Nelson Mandela walkway stop for the virtual campus tour. And we have quite a few different things to talk about. So this outdoor space that you're seeing right now will look a little bit different when you come on campus. We just completed a revitalization project of this space. So you will see a lot of different upgrades and you will see a lot more accessibility throughout the exterior on campus. So some things to talk about at this stop, we have quite a few student services at this location. So with this location on the virtual campus tour, we have the service hub, the Jorgensen Hall, and the podium building all to talk about. So the service hub is our one-stop shop for all things admissions, enrollment, financial, document related, or tuition related, and it is open to both prospective and current Ryerson students. Right now, virtually, there's 2 ways you can connect with people at the service hub. You can either call them via telephone, or you can go to ask.ryerson.ca and ask your questions there. Just down the hallway from the service hub is where the podium building and Jorgensen Hall are connected. All right, so for stop number 2, we are over at the quad/Kerr Hall. And with our first little stop here, the quad, it's the largest green space on campus. It's a great space for students to hang out, get homework done. The Wi-Fi connects all throughout, and you are going to be able to study, see your friends, and do all that fun stuff here. The building surrounding the quad is Kerr Hall, which is one of the original buildings built on campus, and it's actually named after the school's first principal, Howard Kerr. So we're going to move on to our 4th sort of stop, which is the Recreation and Athletic Center, which is also known as the RAC, and our Anatomy Athletic Center, which is also known as our MAC. So underneath that big green space, we have the quad, and that is where the Recreation and Athletic Center, or the RAC, is located. So it's one of our 2 gym facilities. Health and active lifestyles are definitely present on campus, and they contribute to academic success. The way it works is there's a lot of different services offered at the RAC. All of them are included in your one card and tuition payments, so you don't have to pay extra for a gym membership. There is a full-sized pool, a running track, a cardio room, dance studios, squash courts, and a weight room all inside the RAC. The second gym, the Anatomy Athletic Center, is the former site of the Maple Leaf Gardens. It's home to all of our varsity teams at the Coca-Cola Court basketball and volleyball gym, as well as the Anatomy home ice. And there's also a massive gym there for you to work out at, very similar to the RAC. There's cardio, weights, a lot of different machines, some yoga studios in there, some private rooms in there that you are able to use. I'm going to quickly talk about security here. We get asked about security all the time being a downtown campus. The safety and security of Ryerson students is absolutely our top priority. The first thing we have in place is our blue emergency poles, which can be found across campus. By pressing a button on this pole, a security member will find you within minutes. All of our security offers trained in first aid, CPR, as well as a ton of different training with mental health. So if someone needs medical attention, you can use this pole as well for help. We also then have our Ryerson Walk Safe program, which is a 24/7 service that pairs you with a security member who can walk you to different locations on campus, including some of the local subway stations if you're commuting. They have a number you can call or a button on the emergency pole to press to activate this service. Quickly talking about the George Vari Engineering and Computing Center. This is where we have all of our engineering labs primarily based out of. And there's a lot of really great classroom space in there specific to Ryerson engineering students, but there is also open classroom spaces for all students to potentially use with their different electives and with their different courses. One of the features on this building that I really like to talk about is the Ryerson Urban Farm, which is a rooftop farm with over 50 crops and 3 beehives. It has 10,000 square feet of growing space and grows roughly 10,000 pounds of produce every single season. And this produce is sold at Ryerson's farmers market, as well as used in our on-campus eateries. So Gould Street has a lot of different stops that we can quickly talk about. The first one that I want to mention is the Student Campus Center. The service desk in this center offers health and dental plan information where you can opt in and opt out of your insurance depending on whether you are already covered under another insurance plan, potentially by a guardian or a loved one. As well, in this building, we also have the Elkhum Cafe, which is another eatery on campus. You can use your Flex Dollars meal plan points here. And behind Elkhum is the Ram and the Vari, which is our on-campus pub where you can grab a bite to eat and join in fun events like open mics, karaoke, or pub nights. And then we also have Balzac's on campus. And Balzac's is a delicious coffee shop. You can use your one card there. It's super trendy and super cute. And that is a coffee shop right in the middle of campus. Quickly talking about Ryerson Square. So this is right next to the Image Arts building where Lake Devo, which was originally called Devonian Square, and it's a multi-purpose reflecting pond that transforms into an ice rink in the winter and a concert and event space during orientation. So our next stop is the Student Learning Center. And the Sheldon and Tracy Levy Student Learning Center, or the SLC as it's more commonly referred to, it's an iconic building on Ryerson's campus. It's described as the 21st century library and was recently ranked the #1 most influential buildings of the last decade by Urban Toronto. Throughout the building, you will find many different types of study spaces like the individual study spaces, casual seating, collaborative and group work rooms, as well as the Pen Concept Study Space. There's a lot of events hosted in the amphitheater, which is the lobby of the building, including our very own Christmas market throughout December, where students will showcase their own businesses and be encouraged to sell their items. And that's all the information that I have for you today. I have loved talking about Ryerson's campus with all of you. I hope you learned a little bit more and are feeling a little bit ready for back to school and going back to campus. Thank you to RLAS for putting on this tour for the first year students. I really hope that you took something away from it and it makes you feel a little bit less stressed going into the new school year. We are so excited to have you on campus, and thank you again for listening. Have a great day, everybody, and we will see you later.